Hello everybody. Now we're going to speak about English invasion. No one can stop. The English language is now the first or the second language of more sovereign states than any other language in the world, as mentioned in the first lecture. In terms of exports and investments, in terms of technological development and international relations, one had to learn English to join the 21st century. In this context, it is not difficult to see why Toyota provides 6 months in service English courses to 1,000 of its employees. In Italy, English is a must for many technical jobs. In Brazil, job hunters are investing their last savings in English lessons because so many prospective employers recruit only workers with knowledge of English. In China, English is the top priority foreign language to be learned at school. Today's search for information and need for global communication have already promoted English to being the international language. English is considered to be spoken now by 400 million people as the native language in 12 nations and approximately by 800 million people as an official or semi-official language of 44 countries more. But why is English rising so far above the world's other tongues? First of all, it has proved to be up to a certain level of fluency, easier to learn than other languages because of its relatively simple and flexible forms and open vocabulary. Over the centuries, English words have been simplified. Verbs now have very few inflections and adjectives do not change according to its noun. The trend towards simplicity is believed to be the strength of English. And another strength is the flexibility of function of individual words. As a result of the loss of inflections, English has become very flexible language. Without inflections, the same word can operate as many different parts of speech. Verbs and nouns may have the same form, for example, spread, answer, demand, and etc. Adjectives can be used as verbs warm to warm, narrow to narrow. Prepositions too are flexible. For example, near to near, round, a round of talks and elections, for example. Openness of the vocabulary implies that English is a very accepting language. It accepts words from other languages and easily creates compounds and derivatives. Most world languages seem to have contributed some words to English at certain periods, and it is, above all, a two-way street absorbing vernacular or local words and phrases from the very countries into which it expands. The greatest contributors were such language as French. There are some words, French words like dentist, ballet, garage, German, halt, kindergarten, and Dutch, toy, switch, cookies, and many other languages. Such as English finds a home for these and other borrowings, so in turn it achieves a mighty export trade. In Japan, Musukomi means mass communication and nonsensu means nonsense. A home-bred word like hooligan appears in Russian along with numerous computer, aviation, and naval business terms. All this and the spontaneous coinage of new words like Xerox, sandwich, submarine, hot dogs, etc., have made English an effective means of communication. Modern English is the primary international language used in diplomacy, though it used to be French. In fact, approximately 80% of the information stored in computers is written in English or its variety. 75% of the mail, cables, and telexes sent around the world, and 90% of Internet contents in English. In its role as a global language, English has become one of the most important academic and professional tools and is accepted as the most important language for the international community to learn. This is a fact that seems to be irreversible. It is predicted today that speaking the common world language will be fundamental to achieve success. The spread of the English language makes the spread of wildfire look slow, and we are likely to be on the way to acquiring one language. Thank you very much for your attention.